welcome back to my channel. I feel like I am getting so many videos out today and I'm very proud, or not today, but this weekend, and I'm so proud of myself. I know I've been kind of like flaky with videos, like I'll do it like every other weekend. It's just like my mental health has taken such a strain. I don't know I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like, okay, I can kind of breathe now. I'm getting ready to go on vacation. So I just feel like things are gonna get better. Y'all has actually requested that I do a video telling you guys my favorite horror films and shows and all of that. And so I figured I would do that while I was getting ready for the day. Why not? I love horror, you guys. And it's funny because I used to get so scared of it, and now I absolutely love horror movies. I will say my favorite horror movie is Halloween, the very first one, the original. I just love it so much. It's almost kind of funny to me because it's like an 80s, style. And so some parts are just kind of funny and it's kind of ridiculous, but it is my favorite horror movie out there. I love just Michael Myers. And it's really funny because like as a kid, I remember I was probably like 6 or 8. And I remember my brothers, I have 3 older brothers, and they were watching it and I walked in on it. And I just remember the part of Michael when he was a kid and like him being behind the mask and going to kill his sister. I always just remembered that part. I don't know why that stuck with me, but it did. That's my top favorite horror movie that I could just watch and watch and watch and just not get tired of it. So I would say my favorite modern horror movie is The Purge. I literally, when that movie came out, and by the way, let me rephrase which Purge I like. Anarchy. To me, that's the best one. It's the second one. To me, it's the most realistic feeling. It's the best one ever. When I first saw that movie, I saw it in theaters, and I remember telling my now husband, my boyfriend then, I was like, oh, we should go see that movie. And he was like, I don't know. It's like people in masks. That's kind of creepy. And I was like, no, we should go see it. You guys, I was terrified out of my wits. Like I couldn't even eat my popcorn while watching that movie. Like I was so scared. Like I was scared to go outside. I was scared to sleep. I was like, oh my gosh, what if this happens? It's funny that that's my favorite like horror movie because I watched that movie. I eventually got it on DVD. I would watch it like every weekend. Like I watched it so much. I don't really know why, but I don't know. I'm not like, I don't want that to ever happen, but I think I just liked like it was realistic enough that it's like, oh my gosh, what that really did happen. Like, it's just a really different concept for like a horror movie, I guess. Would you consider that horror? Some people would consider that maybe more action, but I don't know. I consider it horror. My favorite, I do like the third one. To me, that one is the next best one. But then I feel like after that, the movie, like, the Purge franchise, like I'll still continue to see them whenever they come out with them, but the last one, what was it called? The Forever Purge. I was just like, what? Like I just didn't like it. I had such high expectations because I was like, oh my gosh, what if that actually happened? What if people were like, we're not gonna stop when the siren goes off, And so I don't know. I had different expectations for it, but it wasn't my favorite one. But yeah, that's my favorite modern horror movie that I could just watch all the time. I love it so much. Next horror movie that's more of modern, that another one I was obsessed with was Ouija. And a lot of people were like, oh, this wasn't scary. But I feel like it was a good stepping stone into kind of scary movies because looking back at it now with all the horror movies I've seen, it's definitely not scary. Loved that movie. Again, I don't know why. I just was obsessed with it. I've only played with the Ouija board like one time and nothing happened. So I don't know. They just don't really like scare me, but I just love that movie. Again, it's just like teenagers playing around with the Ouija board because their friend died. I don't know. I think I just liked that. And then it was like, oh no, but it was an evil spirit. Like, it was just really interesting to me. And again, that was another one that, like, I saw it so many times in theaters. I was obsessed with it. The second one they came out with wasn't bad, but it just wasn't like the first one. But I don't know. If you guys have seen any of these movies, by the way, that I'm listing, what would you rate them as, like, on your movie chart? Do you love it? Or do you love them? Do you hate them? Are they, rewatchable? Okay, I don't know if I, like, really like it, but anytime a new one comes out, I always see it. And that's Scream. Definitely a good one. The newest one they came out with was really good. I really enjoyed watching it, but I'm not like I would rather watch Halloween than watch Scream any day, but it's still entertaining. I don't know, maybe it's the costume. It's so goofy looking. Like, anytime I see Ghostface, I'm just like, that's my brother in a costume because I'm pretty sure they were Scream one year for Halloween, or Ghostface, whichever one you want to call it. I cannot think of a horror movie that has scared me, like, in a long time. Like, I watched Insidious, nothing. Like, I was like this, like, I was so prepared to be so, like, scared. I'm like, this is it. Like, the guy in the red with the mask or all that makeup on, like, I was in theater, so I'm used to, like, I did stage makeup and all of that. So I think that's why horror movies just don't scare me, because I know that it's someone in a mask or in different lighting or, but it just didn't scare me. I just didn't really like Insidious. Exorcist, not scary to me either. Sorry if you guys can hear that. That's Scott. He's in his little crate. If you guys have any recommendations of, like, horror movies that have scared you recently, let me know, because I don't know. It's just kind of like I want to watch something that's going to scare me, but maybe it's because I've seen too many horror movies at this point. I don't know. Moving on to spooky, or I guess Halloween related TV shows. I would say the first on my list is Wednesday. I absolutely love Wednesday. It is so good. Of course, I'm a huge fan of Tim Burton, and Jenna Ortega was just really, really good in it. I think she played the perfect Wednesday. I hated the 90s version, and it just wasn't great, but the Tim Burton one, I'm like, okay, I can see Wednesday growing up to be like that, from the 60s, from who she was as a child. So rewatchable, and I love who did it? You're trying to figure that out. I always kind of like murder mystery stuff, so that was really good. I wait for the second season to come out, which is coming out in January, so we still have a little bit, but I hope it's just as good as the first one. I can't really think of any paranormal horror movies that I really like, going back to that, or shows, really. Next on my list is The Addams Family, the 1960s version. I watch that all the time. It is a show that if I'm having, like, a bad day at work, I can just come home, watch it, and I feel better. I love it. It's so funny, and it's just nice to, like, watch the original stuff instead of remakes sometimes. Probably the last spooky show on my list would be Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I did grow up watching that show, and again, it's just such a nice, modern, man, this bronzer is a lot more pigmented than I remember. Always wanted a black cat named Salem after watching that, and it's just, again, another, like, really innocent show, and I love that show so much. Except for season 5. That's when it kind of started to go downhill, and I was like, okay, they should have just canceled it sooner. I guess they finished it, but when she went off to college, it just wasn't as good. I don't know. There was, like, new characters, and I just didn't really like it about it, but it's a good show. Blend in this crazy looking contour out. I'm so ready for Halloween season. I'm so excited. I like already did that Beetlejuice Spirit Halloween haul, and I already have stuff in my cardigan off of Spirit Halloween. Like, I just love it so much. Spirit Halloween just makes me so happy. Hopefully they get stuff out early this year. I feel like Home Goods is gonna they normally always get the stuff out first from what I, like just my previous experience. And I cannot wait to do Halloween decor hunting videos. It's just gonna be so much fun. Gotta go through my Halloween wish list at some point, but I'm just, like, Halloween just gives me purpose in life. Is that bad? I don't know. I'm so excited for our vacation. We're going to LA. This is the 6th time I'm gonna be going to LA. I love it so much. There's always something to do, always something to see. You can either spend a lot of money or, you know, no money. It's just one of those places, like, I've been so many times and I could still go like another 6 times, more than that, just because there's so much to do and I love it so much. I went to the beach and I'm just like, this is a much needed vacation for me. It really is. Back to the TV shows and movies. Those are pretty much my top horror movies that I can just rewatch and rewatch and rewatch again and again and again. But like I said, I haven't seen a horror movie in a long time that's just like scared me so bad, which I guess is a good thing, but I don't know. I know you guys have been like knocking me for not liking Trick or Treat. I just don't like that movie. There's too much going on. The stories are a little weird for me. But I do think Sam is so adorable. I'll also do a video about my paranormal experiences. I feel like that would be a fun video to do. I haven't had too many, mainly, I think all of them were when my granddad passed away. Oh my gosh, you guys, things were really weird. And I was terrified out of my wits. I was like, why? Why was I scared? I don't know, but yeah, maybe I should make that a separate video. We got some Summerween videos that'll be coming up. We just have a lot. I think we're leaving the 12th, so there won't be a video that weekend since we're going to LA and I'll be on vacation. But the next weekend there will be, because I'll be back on Tuesday. I never wear this lipstick, you guys. It's MAC's Instigator. I don't know. I feel like it's a little too purple for me. I feel like this video is so boring. I'm so sorry. I just love doing like get ready with me videos because it's nice to have like someone to talk to while I'm like getting or doing my makeup instead of just like sitting in here either in silence or watching another video. That's pretty much my favorite horror movies, TV shows. I don't know. If you guys have any recommendations that you really like that I haven't like listed, let me know. I feel like most of the like Friday the 13th and, you know, all the like originals, but I haven't seen, I need to see, what is it, The Evil Dead, the newest one. My husband loves like that series. I don't like that series at all, but you know, obviously I watch it because it's a horror film, so of course I'm gonna go and see it. Thank you guys so much for getting ready with me today. I hope you guys take this video for what it is. I hope it's not super boring, but I wanted to come on here, get ready with you guys, let you guys know my favorite horror movies, TV shows, all of that stuff. But I'll have to think of a new video for next week because I've done so many videos this weekend. I need to like tone it down for I guess next weekend. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And until next time, stay spooky. Bye guys.